Halloween is coming up, and I feel peer pressured by myself to make a Halloween-themed video, so that's what you're watching. But when I sat down to try and think of something to talk about, nothing really came to my mind. I don't have any crazy Halloween stories or over-the-top thoughts about it. It's kind of just a meh holiday for me. Then I realized I have nothing to say about Halloween. So that's what this video is about. Reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween, but it's not like I don't like it. I'm just overall neutral about the whole thing. Please don't dislike this video. I always only hear about people either thinking Halloween is the best holiday and anyone who doesn't think so can be sacrificed by goats, or Halloween is horrible and it's just an excuse to make dumb skeleton puns and worship Satan. And I'm neither of those. The most I'll really do is reference the Halloween spoopy meme an unhealthy amount of times because that's really my favorite thing about the whole season. That probably explains very well the extent of my Halloween enthusiasm. The thing is, I'm willing to give Halloween a chance. I just haven't had any great amazing spooktacular things happen when I celebrate Halloween. So to all you huge Halloween enthusiasts, I don't know, tell me how to be more spoopy. See, yeah, it's pretty bad. I decided to cover some main Halloween staples and explain, I guess, why Halloween doesn't stand out to me. So hooray, let's get ready for some transition slides. You think I'm popular and outgoing enough to even be invited to regular parties? Who do you think I am, an extrovert? The majority of the Halloween-themed parties I've been to are those neighborhood parties where all the adults get together with their kids and everyone's got mediocre costumes on, and nothing fun really happens. Just small talk and alcohol for the adults and hyperactive kids running around being brats. I never know what to do at parties, so I just follow my mom around like an idiot. Sometimes people would be like, "Oh, Jaiden, you've gotten so big since the last time I saw you. How's school?" Literally. I think that's the only thing adults know what to say to us, and I can understand, because when I try to put myself in their shoes and think about what I would try to say to a millennial, I wouldn't know what to talk about either. So, do you guys still dab? Just kidding, that meme has been brutally murdered. Last Halloween, though, all my friends wanted to go to some random Halloween party at some person's house I didn't know. And in my head, I was like, but what if we just stayed here? But I just went with it because, I don't know. I could have stayed at the dorms. They weren't forcing me or anything. I just already knew what was gonna happen. They're all gonna split up and I was gonna end up following one friend around like an idiot. And that's exactly what happened. I don't understand how people can just go to a party where they don't know anyone, like they're not even technically invited. Their friend is going, so they just came along too. And they can leave being best friends with everyone and all of a sudden being in a relationship. How? I can't even try to initiate a simple conversation with someone without overanalyzing the freak out of everything. I should talk to someone. Wait, what's their personality like? Are they outgoing? Do they even like talking to new people at parties? What do I even say? I hate small talk. No, don't think about that. What's the best way to introduce myself? Should I be friendly or try to say something funny? What's their comedic preference? I don't know what makes them laugh. I don't even know them. I guess I'd know if I talk to them. What do I say after I say the first thing? I don't want to end up saying one thing and all of a sudden it's awkward tension. They seem annoyed. They probably hate me already. I'm a weak person. Scary things are not my forte. The other night I scared myself by accidentally turning the bathroom fan on instead of the light. So you can guess that I don't regularly indulge in spooky movies by my own free will. But last year, my friends all decided to celebrate the Halloween season by watching a scary movie every single night of October leading up to Halloween. I guess. Every night, I was absolutely terrified because I thought I was about to be scarred for life. But after it ended, I was very underwhelmed and disappointed. It's completely based on the specific movies we watched. I know there's undeniably horrifying ones out there that would absolutely destroy me, but even a fragile leaf like me thought the ones that we watched were below par. One example was The Blair Witch Project, which we all know is a huge classic on the old horror movies list. If you haven't seen it, don't waste your time by skipping the video to not hear spoilers. A group of teens gets lost in the woods with their video camera while looking for something spooky. I can't remember what it was, but it's not really that important. They just needed to go into the forest. Then they get lost and wander around in the woods. Sometimes they'd find a pile of rocks and they'd think it's spooky, even though every 7-year-old who plays outside with rocks does that. The one guy goes conveniently insane for a minute and kicks their map into a river, and they get even more lost and wander around in the woods. Then I fell asleep for an hour. Then I woke up and they were still lost and wandering around in the woods. They find an old house and the end. I fell asleep for the majority majority of the movie, and I didn't miss anything when I woke up. I know there's a new remake of it, and that's probably a little bit better, or at least I'd hope so. But I wasn't spooked at all considering all the hype around it. And yes, I know it's special because it's one of the first to do the found footage style horror movie film thing, but I mean, that still doesn't cover the fact that it was boring with failed tension. But I do like The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a good Halloween movie. I asked on Twitter if you guys thought it was a Halloween or a Christmas movie, and it was way closer than I thought it was gonna be. Even though it's obviously a Halloween movie, people were still adamant about the fact that they thought it was Christmas. Now, it's okay to have an opinion, and not many people can change the way you view something, but to all you people who think it's a Christmas movie, you have to be willing to accept the fact that your opinion is actually wrong. It was originally released October 13th, 1993, closer to Halloween, and the director of the movie himself, Henry Selick, actually answered the question in an interview that it is indeed a Halloween movie. Cry me a river and scream all you want, I'm not attacking your opinion. You can see it as whatever you want. It can be St. Patrick's Day for all I care. Just be able to accept the fact that it is literally canon that it's an official Halloween movie. There's enough Christmas movies around anyway, we don't need any more. Let Halloween have a turn, share a bit. I'm talking about the things like corn mazes or haunted houses. Going along the haunted houses topic, I haven't been in many, but they were all just awkward. It's kind of just a conveyor belt of people walking through a semi-decently decorated area with other people in costumes yelling and groaning at them. Like, it's kind of just courtesy to go, ah, when they come at you, because otherwise it's kind of weird not to do anything else. I'm sure there's really awesome, well-executed ones out there. I'm very willing to accept that fact, but I just don't think that it's worth spending $20 to go out and do. Just my opinion. No harm if you enjoy it. Again, this video is my general neutral view. It's not that I don't like them, I just haven't been to any that amaze me. Of course, how could I not talk about the biggest part of Halloween? Trick-or-treating. Jaiden, are you saying you don't like going out with friends in costumes and getting candy? I don't know, it's not like I didn't like it. I always went out and did it, but I was never really super enthusiastic about it. And save your gas, but I'm not the biggest fan of candy either. It's a good treat, don't get me wrong, but I can't handle too much of it. My costumes growing up weren't really the best. I mean, not really the worst either. One of the only costumes I even remember is when I was younger. I was obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls, and I wanted to be Bubbles because she was my favorite. So my mom ordered a Bubbles costume online, and when it arrived, the wig wasn't even a wig. It was this huge cutout foam hat thing. The eyes were these huge dumb glasses that were bigger than my head. The dress was the same fabric as the hair, and it just draped over my entire body like a curtain. It looked ridiculous, but little Jaiden at the time thought it was the frickin' bomb. Like, I became Bubbles. The powers were literally bestowed upon me via the tacky $15 costume. I think that was my favorite costume in my trick-or-treating years. So, yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hey, so, you're about to hear a side of me that not a lot of people hear or see. So I was editing the video and I realized that I forgot to record an end card, and it's 5:45 a.m. in the morning, so I'm kind of, this is what I have to do. You just gotta do it. I can't not just have no end card, so I gotta say something. This is a mistake. I'm gonna wake up and post the video and listen back and be like, what in the world? So yeah, I'm not conscious right now, so pardon me. This end card sucks. You know what? You win some and you lose some with your end cards, you know? They can't all be good. What do you expect from me? Do you want perfect end cards? Because that's not what you're gonna get. How long have I been talking for? Is this good? Yeah, I'm gonna finish editing, so I love you. Good night.